Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Black Retreat. I am your host, Mesha L, and I am here with, I always say special guest, but everybody is a special guest. I love everybody. I am here with Xavier Leflore, but we do call you Tiggy. First of all, which one do you want me to call you?
Whatever come natural.
Okay.
Whatever, if you flow from Tiggy, Xavier, whatever.
So I feel like so it's like a privilege for us to call you Tiggy.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It is. It's a lot of people, like I say, like you gotta know me.
Yeah. Where did the nickname even come from?
It come from, it's a childhood nickname that I got.
Yeah.
And then it's like those people who actually know me
yeah.
call me Tiggy. So,
yeah. And where are you from?
I am from the good old southern south of Mississippi.
Yeah, with this hat on.
Yeah. I had to represent, I said, how can I bring me in a physical form too?
Yeah. I love that. Even when you pulled up, I was like, this man got this hat on. I said, well, I guess we finna do this.
We're gonna test that out and see.
Because you're super southern.
I got to. I really, it's the personality thing. So,
yeah, I love the personality. So speaking of the personality, I always like to start off with how I met my guest. So, and we were just discussing this because I was racking my brain trying to figure out when I met Tiggy, and we decided that we met at the mixer. Mm-hmm. So Deontay and Omete had a mixer. And just where they bring all their black friends and creatives together. And so we were there because, so Deontay is a director.
Writer.
He's a everything.
Producer. Gaffer.
Cinematographer. Writer. Deontay gonna get it done.
I swear. The man got hats. Shout out to Deontay.
Shout out to D. But I always talk about Deontay. Y'all, and he's in an episode, so go back and watch his.
Definitely go back and check that out.
So you were in his web series. Mm-hmm. I think it was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And this web series is on YouTube. It's called Sunday Dinner.
Yes.
Now, okay, this is the first time I was ever introduced to you.
Right.
And I was watching it, and I was like, this man got on this turtleneck.
I felt like it was just so fitting for the character.
Yeah, Did you pick that?
I actually did.
Yeah.
I picked majority of the clothes besides probably one episode.
Yeah.
But like I felt like, wardrobe is so important.
Yeah.
I like to really live in the character.
Yeah, because you're stylish in real life.
Look, I put that thing on. You feel me? Look, they don't call me dressing for nothing. You're Sally Jr.
I saw that. No, but you be dressing nice though. I'm like, look, and that is very important because I feel like that just brings out your creativity and your individuality.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I feel like without the swag, you kind of just it's still imaginary. I feel like regardless if I'm a homeless person or if I'm a CEO, I need to be able to embody the physicality and also the persona of like the essence of what they will walk, and how they will look. I feel like that's very important.
Have you ever thought about like modeling or like doing clothes?
I really do enjoy. I enjoy modeling, but in the aspect of like visual.
So you do model
somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really like dive into it on the aspect of like I got an agent. I'm actually like submitting myself as a model. Yeah. But I love branding. So like if it's a brand and I like it and it's a good visual, I would love to do it. You know, so.
Heck yeah. You might have to start a line or something.
I'm working on something, I'm a shameless plug it, but
no, because so you're an actor.
Yes, ma'am.
You are a coach.
Yes.
So that's your day job, right? Mm-hmm. And you also are a trainer, your personal trainer.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, what else do you do? I feel like I'm missing something.
All right, so you said
as an actor,
you're
a coach.
I'm a coach.
You do personal training.
I'm also a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also Athletic director.
Are you actually? So at the school, you're the athletic director?
So it's a unique position because I teach at a middle school, but the high school is connected. Okay. So I'm the athletic director at the high school. I teach at the middle school and coach at the middle school.
Come on, day job.
Yeah. So I do a lot, but I mean, and I'm also, been in my bag for writing as well. So.
Well, excuse me. Maybe you would have sent me your bio like I asked you to.
I did. You didn't check your email. She check her email because I sent the picture and the bio.
Today?
Yes, ma'am.
See?
So that's the problem. I did. I mean, I was moving and grooving. I was.
Because you were in Atlanta.
Yes, ma'am.
And what'd you do in Atlanta?
So I just recently just left Atlanta. I had went to this actors workshop where, we're doing callback tips.
Oh, okay.
And then it sounds like, that's what everybody do, but this was like for a special person. Okay. Raven Drummer. She's one of the known casting directors in the Southeast, and all the Tyler Perry studios, all the Marvel stuff can come through her as well. So I was very intentional about
making it there.
Yeah. I actually kind of manifested this. I put it on a sticky note. Yeah. 3 years ago.
Oh, so you put that specifically that you wanted to go to this workshop?
No, to meet Raven Drummer.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've been off and on auditioning for her, but what it is that I'm missing, And then she gave a lot of great tips for, and it's kind of like watching, repeat what some casting directors say. Yeah. But I felt like she was more specific about how she cast. Yeah. And that is important because when you're submitting to her, actually, you need to know what you're going up against. And sometimes I feel like as an actor, we try to seek validation in ways that we try to get better. Not all the time so we can feel good about ourselves, but just to know that we are shooting in the right direction. Yeah. So
absolutely. Because I feel like sometimes people can kind of open-end you oh, thanks, but...
And that's a very big thing out here in L.A. where they apply for you even when you're doing bad. Oh. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it can be very misleading. I was telling my friend that making somebody laugh can be very misleading. Because you can never get the POV of it.
Yeah, because it's Kiki, it was the key, but it ain't really...
And you was up there traumatizing people. And they just and it's a weird response because it's gray. It's very gray. You know what I'm saying? It's not black and white anymore when it comes to but you'll find people, and I try to cling to those people when I need some type of feedback or something like that. Yeah, I feel like it's important.
It is important to have, especially a mentor. And people who are willing to go, hey, you're doing this thing and I can help you. Yeah. And not just have you out here looking crazy.
While we out here shooting out manifestation. Yeah. Mentor, I'm looking for you. I've been looking for you for a while, mentor. Yes. I don't know where you at.
Same.
Yeah, I've been I shot my shot, in some DMs. Yeah. Hey.
Y'all need to check y'all requests.
Please do. Right? I mean, I know you probably get some fan mail that's a little wild in your DMs. I was gonna say. But there's some people out here that's get your PR team to look through it. Yeah. Some people really looking to embody the knowledge and the experience. Yeah. Because that's what we pay for when we go to classes and stuff. Yeah. We pay for experience.
But you know what though? It's gonna come.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially.
But maybe they not operating in Nate. You know what I'm saying? It's and then that's one of the. So somebody asked me yesterday, do you feel like we have purposes in life? And I feel like we have multiple purposes, and it comes in seasons. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I literally, like you said, I actually did more than just a teacher, trainer. I also used to be a chef for 7 years. I cooked for 7 years.
So, remember earlier when I said...
Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. Yes. And you know what? Shout out to you. Can we start out with a shout out for you? I know this kind of not what you expected, but... Shout out to you for the hospitality that you offer your guests. I feel like is very unique to a point where it's serving. And we always talk about how can you serve. Yeah. And you didn't have to do that. That was beautiful. I killed that food. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, Lord.
But you know what? It's also important to me because we all moved out to LA. Everybody's here. Most of us, we don't have our core people, our family. Facts. And a big deal because, as a matter of fact, because me and Deontay would talk about, because my family does Sunday dinner at home. And so whenever he came out with Sunday dinner, I was like, I feel like you stole that from my family, but it's fine. You know, a bunch of black people do that. It's fine. But no,
not in the Midwest.
No, that's true.
Not
but my mama,
not in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Oh. My bad.
Don't be hating.
Not in the Midwest.
Don't be.
That's so crazy. We actually say that in the first episode. It was like, because I say, so if you ever get a chance to go watch Sunday Dinner, it is about two black couples who move to LA and try to bring Southern traditions to the West Coast. And my character really believe that Sunday dinners is started in the South. It's a Southern black thing.
Yeah. But the thing is, my family is from the South.
Yeah.
Like
we don't believe that people up north do this. So that's
but
what
we not up north. We're northern.
I said Midwest.
I was gonna say
I did say Midwest.
Yes, we're. Man, you a hater, boy. We from the Midwest and we have Sunday dinners. Yeah. But you know what? It is a Southern tradition because my granny, she was from Lilly, Louisiana. It's nowhere. I don't even think it's on the map. But like we would all, I miss her. But we would all go down there and, you know, for the holidays and stuff like that. Even outside of the holidays. And, you know, she cooked for us, our aunties. And my mama, she's just always done it. Like, but actually, because my granny is my daddy's mama, but my mom's mom, I don't know if she passed away when I was 5. So, but my mom, it's like really important to both my parents to have us come, you know, to the house on Sundays, blah, blah. When I moved here, they were like, girl, what are you doing? Like, because we're a very close-knit family, but it is very imperative, you know, that we stop in. And my mama can cook. Like, that's crazy. And I miss her so bad. Yeah. But literally, I feel like she passed it down. And I was like, all of us being here, our families aren't here. Like, the least I can do is cook a meal for my friends. And I appreciate it.
And you know what's so crazy? You cooked me one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying? Like
did I?
Yeah. I gave up pork in 2015, but it would be some bacon on that too. But I would like to say, like, and I was just thinking, like, dang, that's so crazy because now that I think about it, that's why I love breakfast food so much. Yeah. My mom never missed cooking breakfast. We may go eat out every now and then, but we never ate out for breakfast. She always would cook breakfast on Sunday before church.
Yeah. See, my mama was the opposite. She always made dinner. Yeah. Honestly, thinking back on it, I'm like, I don't know how she made dinner every night.
Consistently. Yeah. After working.
And having 3 children.
Motivated. They was motivated. It was something in their DNA that we didn't get. It kind of got washed out. It got washed out with McDonald's.
No, for real. But I'm like, when I do have children, like, I do want to feed them. So I'm like, I'm coming back around to cooking again. But shout out to Kim Logan. Shout out to my mother.
Shout out to Xavier Leflore, too. Yes. We appreciate the moms. Yeah.
Yes, we absolutely do. Anyway, I ain't finna get on my mama because we'll be here all day. But yes, Sunday dinner is very important, and you killed that. I was when you said that you said something in the first episode. I'm like, nah, I didn't watch that first.
You got to go back and watch it. We do talk about the Midwest.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna knock Deontay out because you don't be writing stuff about the Midwest.
Yeah, because it was about the movie. I forgot the name of the movie that we had like name drop or whatever. But, you know, but they said the brother was from the Midwest. Yeah. And I was like,
hater. Yeah. No, but that is just the one thing that you have been in. So you have an extensive catalog. So you're also a writer. Yes, ma'am. And one of the things that I did watch recently, because so I saw it when you put it out, but I was like, I'm not watching that because I don't like scary stuff. What? The Candyman. Oh, I was like, absolutely. I was
a villain at heart.
Nick just
you feel me? A villain at heart. See, I didn't get my top 3 out, right?
Toxic.
It's not toxic. It's balance. You got to be vigilant. This world doesn't operate.
So you relate to being a villain?
Sometimes.
Toxic.
It makes sense. Sometimes it just makes Thanos. he makes sense.
You know what? He's a good villain.
The Joker.
Yeah,
he was a good villain.
He's a good villain.
Right.
Maleficent.
Candyman.
Yeah, like
Candyman had really. He was a good villain.
And I couldn't tell you because I've never watched that. So I watched your short though.
Okay, so
it was good.
Okay.
Even though I was watching it like this.
Really?
Because when the girl started saying Candyman, I was like, I'm finna turn this off. I got a little bit scared because like it was where they like walked past that picture with the eyes. Ooh, and I was like,
I love details. Man, I love me some good details.
I was like, and I heard a little buzz and I was like, oh, I'm finna turn this off.
About to go crazy. So I'm a bigger fan of thriller than I am of horror.
Okay.
So with Jordan Peele, Get Out, and Us, that really sparked my interest on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like that really made me want to get dive deeper into thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's subcategories. You can have thriller action. You can have thriller, comedy.
Yeah.
But, I really do enjoy the psychological thriller, like playing with your mind of what if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in that one, it didn't end how I thought it was going to end. I thought somebody was going to die or something.
It was very modest.
Yeah, but it was because it was supposed to be more psychological, correct? Because it was about who Candyman, who felt like he was.
Right.
Like, was he a hero or was he a villain?
Yes.
So, what does that mean for you?
So, the importance on writing that was actually, I was writing from 3 standpoints. That was actually my first time ever writing for somebody else that wasn't me. And I wrote for women. So, that was actually... I didn't think I was capable. You know what I'm saying? I actually had to pray on it and just get started. I feel like that was the most important thing, was just getting started, writing it out. And before I knew it, I wrote the script in within an hour. Gave it to my acting coach.
Yeah.
And she went in and did that, she script, revised it up.
Yeah.
Punctuations, and she's from London, so she was she was on my head about certain stuff that was on there. I was like, well, my bad, I'm a math and science person, not an English person. So
yes, because you have your Bachelor of Science,
in exercise science.
Yes.
So I'm like, but I have a minor in psychology, so I like to play into archetypes. So the goal was to have one character represent what we, the people, thought it was, right? And then one of them wrote from a point of view, a POV of the Candyman, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the last one was actually from the standpoint of the actual film.
Okay.
Right? Because some people was like, I was hoping it'd be scary. And it wasn't. The new one with Neil DaCosta.
Yeah.
And then fun fact, what's so crazy about having this vision, and I submitted this for UCLA. They had a Candyman memorial type thing.
Okay.
I don't know. It was actually pretty dope, and they actually loved my project.
Yeah. And
played it online and played it in person. So I was very happy about that. I think it's UCLA Riverside or something like that.
Okay.
So the dope part about it is Neil DaCosta actually went to school with my acting coach.
Oh.
So my goal was to actually, I still would love her to see it, because this is one of my
it's still
first written and directed project.
Oh, you directed it?
Yes.
Oh.
So yes, man, that was, you get what I'm saying? It was, and then I my co-director, Tasha, you know what I'm saying, from back home in Houston. She helped with the visuals and everything like that.
Oh, you lived in Houston?
I shot that in Houston.
Okay.
2 days before I moved to LA.
Really?
2 days before I moved to LA.
When did you move to LA?
July the 26th, 2022.
Oh, so you
I've only been here for a year, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to LA.
So when you saw me, I probably wasn't even here for a month yet.
Really?
I just thought about that. I had just moved here.
Wait, so
I was, and then Deontay was getting ready to leave. I kid you not. I haven't been here that long.
Because he shot Sunday Dinner in Houston.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well. Yeah. Well, what made you move to LA?
I feel like God did. I felt, so I came out here once in 2021. Not once, but I've been out here a couple times. But I came out here in 2021 and I PA'd a project.
Yeah.
For free. And you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I came out here for like 3-4 days. I think I was coming I came for the project, and I got so much more. I networked with some people. I came across some amazing, beautiful black people in the industry, and they kept asking me, like, oh, we need to link up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I don't. And I was like, do I tell them now or do I wait? The conversation's been amazing,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yo, network, get my Instagram, woo, woo, woo. And then like, what you doing this weekend? I was like, oh, I'm leaving, going back home. They was like, you don't stay here? They got mad at me. I was like,
actually, you can delete my Instagram because we're not.
That part, because I'm not going to see you again. What? Yeah. That was crazy. So it kind of like motivated, like just every time I come to LA, I always get that energy of freshness, the energy of like creator, like I was supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Then when I went back home to Houston, I was like, I prayed on it, and then I kid you not, I got the answer to go, and every month that I stayed in Houston got harder.
Ooh.
So I was like, I felt almost spiritually forced out.
Ooh.
That's different. Like everybody's like yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lord will do that.
Facts. Because a lot of people would be like, well, let me try to get my ducks lined up in a row. Let me save up some money.
Yeah.
No.
Baby.
No.
When he tell you to go, you got
It's time to go. Especially when you ask for an answer. Yeah. And I'm a big person. I'm like, all right, God, I would love an answer.
Yeah.
And whether, because I'm not going to judge it. I was just like knowing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Because when you know.
Because when you answer, you answer.
Yeah.
Don't get slapped in the back of the neck. That's why I tell folks all the time. I like, hey, when God give you your answer.
Yeah.
And he say, do this. And then that's right. And you feel like that's the risk or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do it before he slap you in the back of your neck. Because it's the making you do it. It's what sucks. So.
Yeah. So when you moved out here, this is just a little personal. So like, what did you do? Did you like have a plan, or did you like, you were just like, oh, you know what?
Definitely. So yeah, I got one friend out here. Right. Shout out to, I got some more acquaintance friends, but I got one like friend that I actually knew. Shout out to Aya Washington. Let me sleep on her couch for like 3 months while I try to figure it out. I have not
ever met Aya, but y'all always talk about her. So hey, Aya girl.
What's up, Aya? We got to get you on this podcast
too
as well, because she got a story as well. Shout out to having like real friendships that you can break your back on, like for real, like. Slept on the couch for 3 months.
Will say they're your friend, but they ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, I gotta tell you about my Houston story later. Yeah. Like, you're gonna need me for a part 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that for like when I gotta go do another podcast on life. But
because I encourage my guests like y'all coming back. So
I would definitely love to come back for a part 2
absolutely.
After knocking out some accolades.
I'm like, we didn't even finish with part 1.
No, facts. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is beautiful. So
it is. I love this. But anyway, back to
the plan, right? Yes. So the plan was to, because I kid you not, it's like post-COVID, right? 2022. Yeah. July is a weird time. I don't know how things operate. So my goal was to come in. Now, I moved to Houston from Mississippi to Houston, and I was doing Mississippi stuff. And Houston broke me like, you can't do that. You have to adjust to how we flow, how we network, where we network. Because they're not just going to come to you. I'm used to being in Mississippi. You eventually come across people.
Yeah. Because it's only 3 of y'all.
She's not going to do Mississippi like this. Shout out to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I love y'all. I got something special coming for y'all too. But Houston is very big. It's like a very beautiful, big black market. Like for real. Yeah. So I did some amazing things in Houston, and I'm very proud of a lot of the work I did. So it taught me like, hey, you got to go through evolution. Of yourself, like getting better with this. You can't be coming in with old ways, expecting different things. That's insanity, right?
Absolutely.
Trying to, so when I got here, I still have my same morals, right? I have boundaries, but as far as the way I move, the way that I execute is different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's important. Like, I never changed on who I was. Yeah. I still stand on who I am. You know what I'm saying? I still got my boundaries. And it's one of the I got a chance to actually exercise that.
Yeah.
So when I was in Houston, they prepped me for that. It was like, oh, you know, what happens if they ask you this?
Yeah.
Or where you gonna draw the line at? And I got a chance to actually like write that out. Yeah. Not just say it. I wrote it out. So when I came out here and it got challenged, and I had to actually speak up, I was like, dang, I'm not used to this. Yeah. You know, like, especially now coming from Mississippi, nobody's really challenging your faith. Nobody's really challenging, you know what I'm saying, your boundaries. Buddy. You know what I'm saying? At home, they're not challenging that. Out here,
because everybody's kind of on the same wavelength.
On the same frequency. Out here, it is a lot of frequencies going on. A lot of POVs getting clashed together. You know, it's different. It's different. I got a chance to actually, you know,
like speak up for yourself. Yeah.
So when I first got out here, I actually got an agent. Yeah. So okay. So no mind, I take that back. So now that I think about it, that's why I came out here in
2021.
Yeah, 2021 to do the project, and I auditioned for an agent.
And you got it?
Yes. Ooh. And I was like, I got an LA agent. But I was transparent with them, like, oh, I'm still in Houston. I'm moving to LA. And they actually was like willing to work with me. So I was like,
well, you must be all right then.
Because sometimes because really in real life, we really be needing that push. Yeah. And sometimes you don't get it. No. But when you do get it, I was very appreciative. So I'm like, I don't ever want God to think I wasn't appreciative of a sign that most people would have been like, all right, now I need a financial push. Yeah. you know, I need an extra $1,000, you know, so.
Yeah. Because sometimes we do wait till things are great. Like we don't give ourselves
and
the
now
opportunity.
You stressed out. Yeah. And then you're not talking to people. And then you get jaded. Yeah. You know, it's like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Honey. Yeah. It's different out here for sure. Yeah. So, especially, you know, being from the South.
Yeah,
it's
Midwest. Different. It's definitely. And also, and we don't have that experience. So when I came out here, the game plan was network, figure out what that looked like for LA, what spaces I need to be in, right? Because comparable to Houston, you got to be in the clubs. Yeah. Comparable to out here, you got to go to the networking like workshop events. Yeah. I like, like you can meet people in class, you can meet people in these like different spaces, but if you go to these like events, like, you know, you really can like connect with some folks. Yeah. You never know who you're gonna connect with. Yeah. That was one thing. Second thing was I was on Casting Network every morning, 6 a.m. Yeah. Applying, and then like every time my agent had sent something, I was trying to get it done within like 24 hours. Yeah.
You was grinding.
I was. Oh man, I was grinding, and then I was a substitute teacher too. Like, and that didn't start till late.
I was a substitute teacher once upon a time.
Yeah. Come on now.
And I was like, it takes a special person to be a teacher.
It really does. Yeah. It really does. Like, you gotta be a selfless person.
So when you moved here.
Yes, ma'am.
That's like, it's so cute. Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm young. But so when you moved here, was that like the first job you went out for?
The first job I actually got was actually at a COVID site. I actually was doing COVID swabs. I was hustling. I was actually, you know what's so crazy? I wasn't that far from here. I was in Van Nuys.
Yeah. Oh.
I was in
Van Nuys. You were trying to play the Valley. Like.
I wasn't. The work is in, if you're an actor, the work is in, you know, is in that little pocket of Hollywood. Yeah.
You know,
so.
It's everywhere.
It is, but it's like a lot of the auditions was like, at the time, I kid you not, like, I was probably the only person going to, like, in my circle, and like the people that I was meeting was actually getting callback auditions in person.
Oh, okay.
And this is post-COVID 2022. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And I haven't been here 3 months, and I had already had at least 6 to like 10 callbacks. Yeah. And I had booked at least 3 of those jobs. You get what I'm saying?
How does that make you feel? Like,
I felt so blessed, bro. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I prayed every day because I was just like, it's possible. Yeah. That's one of my affirmations. Absolutely. It's possible. A lot of people come out, like a lot of people like try to put their. I never asked anybody how LA was. Okay. I did ask. I had a unique position where I was in Houston teaching, and a guy that was there told me, run the stats up.
What does that mean?
So on your resume, go work with some people.
Yeah.
Go put that work in, whether it's
okay.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, from both sides, because you're there for a long time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You're not there for a short time, right? You're not trying to go strike out big. You're not trying to go get the big role.
Yeah.
Enjoy working the small things right now.
Yeah.
Get your resume up, because he did. He showed me his resume. He got 2 pages of credits.
Ooh. Oh, child.
And he said he's a unique person too, because he had red hair. Yeah. So he was like, he said if I would have just stayed 3 more years. That's what he felt like. 3 more years. He did 7 years. He said if he would have did his 10th year here, he believed that he could have been, because he was in some great movies. Like, I'm looking at the credits and I'm going to watch the movies, and I'm seeing him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm actually seeing him, like, in this. And he said he kind of was, like, yearning for a family. So that was the hard part with raising a family here. Because the lifestyle he had was, you know, he was staying in, like, a RV.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. He was showering and all stuff, like, all of that. And that takes some real sacrifice.
Because I can imagine.
Yeah, of comfort. And I really was just thinking about that literally yesterday. Like, what are you willing to give up? Not on some, like, you know, like, weird spirit, you know, like, spirit type thing, like, when you're trying to sacrifice something, like, right? But
that's like, not what I thought.
No, I be having to say that because I like to be. I learned that you have to be very specific.
Yes, you do.
So I'm learning to get better with that.
Yeah.
But what are you willing to give up as far as comfort?
Yeah, because you got to sacrifice something.
And that's what I did. I slept on the couch for 3 months.
Yeah.
I hated it. Yeah. I hated coming in back. And I hated it to the sense because I felt like, as a man, you got to have your own. So it's like a lot of stuff as a man that didn't fit. You get what I'm saying? Like,
we love a man that has his own.
You feel me? Like, it just hit different when you do. But
yes,
I felt like I couldn't date. I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you sleeping on my couch. You got to go get your stuff done. You got to, you know, and I ain't ashamed to say it, bro. I don't sleep on some couches before, you know, like, to get to where I'm at, you know.
That's so funny that you bring up dating because what is this dating in LA thing that you are a part of?
All right, so dating in LA is a project created by Aya Washington.
Okay.
Shout out to Aya.
Shout out to Aya again.
It is a community service, like, to service the single folks that's in LA.
Yeah.
You know, to, like, get over this mask or speed bump of you know, dating in LA is bad.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, the more you say it, the more people believe it.
Yeah.
If you keep saying it's good, guess what? People gonna start mindset and POV will change.
Great.
Yeah, it ain't. I mean, but I was saying, like, it's options. That's why.
Because you described it as peculiar.
I did.
And what did you mean by that?
I said that because I didn't want to say it was either negative or positive. Like, in a sense.
You were trying to be neutral.
I was like, no, I wanted to say that it is strange.
Yeah.
And it's strange because it's not what you're used to. Think about it. When you was in, you know what I'm saying, Kansas City, Missouri, like, the dating pot is very, like we said, frequency. We all mindset was kind of like the same, like, right? Like, I know people who, like, in the South, if you 27, 25 on up, you more likely already got a kid or married.
Yeah.
Out here in the West, they not even thinking about getting married yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, married? Why would I do that? I'm just not 38. What you mean? What you mean?
38.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm in my prime. You know, I'm making real money now.
Yeah, because it take a minute to get there.
Yeah, or they're getting married and like, oh no, I don't want kids. Like, that's very common in the South, whether you can or you can't. But to have, you know, so
for sure,
yeah.
Well, so
it's a dating, speed dating event that's gonna be a little different than most, you know.
And is what on Valentine's Day?
No. I don't know the due date like on that, so I can't give you that. It's probably
okay. Well, if we know by the time it come out,
it's gonna be before that though. I think it's like November.
Okay.
So.
Well, because I was being nosy, because you know I'll be researching y'all, so I
love
the
that
page.
Yeah. What you know about me? I'm listening.
I had went to the page and it said that it was supposed to be in November, but it's rescheduled to Valentine's Day.
Oh, so you know something I don't know.
Yeah,
so I don't really be on social media as much as I. Yeah.
Well, I do. So,
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Because I might need to come to that. Cause Jesus, it is peculiar.
It is. right? Because it's just think about like like it's different.
Men are weirdos,
and then some. It's just people. The people out here is definitely just on a scale of like aliens.
No, and you know what? One thing about being out here, everybody is for self. It's like, because most people come out here like, I got this dream, I'm trying to, so even when it comes to relationships, it's like, well, actually, I have to put myself first because this is what I came out here to do. So, like, I feel like that's been my experience, like, running into that and dating a lot of men that just are selfish.
That's crazy. And I kid you not, I can understand that because I did go into, I don't want to say era of like self, like era is like kind of like a red flag for me to say. I'm in my South girl era. What was that, lady? Why you don't? So one thing people got to realize, you got to have
the soft girl era.
Let me tell you why. Too much of anything, it go back to being biblical, right? Yeah. Too much of anything is bad for you, right? Yeah. You got to have a balance. Yeah. Why you wasn't already trying to operate in why all of a sudden now? Because guess what you're doing? You're fighting years of scar tissue of being that tough woman. This podcast done went to the left. So you get it, right? Well, like, and it's the same thing for guys, like, right? If I haven't been practiced, you know what I'm saying, like being with one woman, years and years of talking to multiple women, how can I,
just like
have that mindset? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be forced. Yeah. Am I gonna be happy? No, because I have been operating in the aspect of another realm.
Because basically, like, y'all were already raggedy. So y'all just gonna keep being
what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna bash us. This is a safe space for all men, bro.
This is a safe space. We love black men.
Yeah, I hope she do. I hope she do. I do. Nah, I do. You treated me with so much love and respect. So I know you playing. It's come from a playful, well heart, people. Yeah. So
yeah. No, I was like. As soon as I saw the little clips coming out, I'm like, well, what is this?
Nah, it's definitely different. I like the spin on it, right? Because I get on to her about like how can you capture people? Because I told her like I wouldn't do a speed dating event. Yeah. Because of all the is our intentions the same, right? Some people may come there for shits and giggles. Yeah. I'm actually in there trying to find my wife. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's different. So you get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not trying to be in there just shooting my shot.
Yeah. With 17 different people. Like, well, this is a waste of my time.
Exactly.
But you're going to go to that speed dating event because she let you sleep on her couch for 3 months. So you just got to support your friends sometimes.
Look, I don't keep tabs, and she shouldn't keep tabs either. So if I don't do this, that don't mean
you was already in the promo.
Yeah, I did my part.
It needs to be a cardboard cutout of you and Brandon and the rest of y'all at the thing.
Nah, facts. Come pay extra money to take us home, girls. Hey, ladies, shoot your shot. Why? Why not? Like, why be like the rest of the, I almost said ducks.
Jesus.
But, okay, but like, why be like the rest of the women? If sometimes it can be subtle. It don't have to be all like how you feel like extra to be. Sometimes it can be subtle.
You know what? Me and Kennedy were just talking about this on her episode because I was like, she got this whole 10-point plan of how to shoot your shot. And I was
I gotta go watch it. I only watched a little bit of the snippet that you posted.
Yeah, because that one came out today.
Oh, so, okay.
Jesus, it was but I was like, well, Kennedy,
10-point scale, like a 10-point, like
it was literally. I was exaggerating, but it's like a 4-point. Like, if you do these 4 things, you can this is how you shoot your shot to a man.
Okay, and you know what? I feel like she's correct already. Like, you know why? You know why? Like, all right,
why?
Because
why, Tiggy?
Y'all feel like y'all have to shoot y'all shot the way that we shoot it. In a way, you can just show that you're interested. Yeah. Showing that you're interested is that can, because y'all believe in the chase. And I was like,
but you know what? I was telling her,
it's a difference between hunting and chasing. Ladies, y'all say y'all want a hunter, but you really just want somebody to chase after you. That's a difference.
Well, what's the difference?
Because when you hunt, because when you hunt, you patient, right? You come with tactics. When you chasing, you're doing anything to get it. Yeah, you're just running like aimlessly behind it. You get what I'm saying? And you don't even know what you're running. Like, you just running.
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? It's different.
I've never heard that before.
It's a different aspect, you know?
Well,
that's why we need to have a come to Jesus meeting, you know? I just honestly don't believe that we all, like, operate on the same wavelength. Yeah. And it's cool. And I'm cool with that. Like, I've noticed that I don't have to, like, convince anybody. At first, I was like, I don't understand why we're not on the same wavelength. Yeah. Like, I honestly believed, I thought that we all kind of like experienced the same thing, which is kind of weird. Mm-hmm. And like, I honestly believe that we probably all experienced the same thing. Like, yeah. But no, because I think that's the unique part of like God gift of like impactment or free will. Yeah. Because it impacts you differently. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I'm so, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm so curious about the four little points. I'm so curious.
It's like I can't even remember. One of them was like I call it the tic-tac-toe Real Men Slow. I nicknamed it that, but it was like you gotta go watch it because it was she has a whole PowerPoint on it.
And she can teach a class on it. Because I would say this though, like that concept. Yeah. It's a concept. Yeah. And if it works for her, that means it's gonna work for some other women. Exactly. And that's the whole thing. Like, not all women have to shoot their shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already sometimes you gotta. Some women got personalities. Yeah. That draw people to them.
Yes, we have brilliant personalities.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? I think the first time I met you, we talked for hours, and I was like,
we did.
I don't even know your mama name. You feel me? I don't even know her mama name like that. The way we talking like.
What were you even talking about?
This. We were talking about how you.
Okay. Yeah. And then we got tacos.
And yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually bought her tacos. So.
Yeah. He did buy me tacos. Yeah.
So the pancakes is already paid off.
So I guess I had to repay you. Yeah. With the tacos. But you know, let me get reel this back in. Yeah. Before. Okay, so you seem really spiritual. Yeah. Hallelujah. So, so you have an athletic clothing brand.
Yes.
Called Godly Athletics.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about it.
So I started I get visions. I get a lot of like premonition visions and like visions like that. Mm-hmm. I wanted to create a men's fitness wear for men who, you know, wanted to look good, feel good, and perform great. Mm-hmm. And bring some type of swag to the gym versus, like, at that time when I created this vision was 2016. Mm-hmm. And we were wearing football clothes from high school. You get what I'm saying? Like, we was wearing, like...
Y'all little high school shorts.
But I kid you, literally, you know what I'm saying? I used to, like, so I'm in the gym heavily, right? I'm in the gym, you know, that's what I love to do. I would like to look good. Yeah. Going to the gym. Mm-hmm. It just gave me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially if I'm not going there going crazy and then look a little shawty look over at me, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, you feel me? I'm like, well, I see her looking. Ooh, she looking. Let me go a little harder. You feel me? So stuff like that, regardless if I go shoot my shot to her or not, it made me feel better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To be seen and, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it was a way for, like, the goal was to promote gym mindsets. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I created Godly Athletics. So I started off as Tiki Fitness. Mm-hmm. And then I said, that sounds like me. Yeah. I literally said that. I kid you not. And I was like, well, how can I serve us? Yeah. And that is like Nike. Like, you don't know who's behind it. Yeah. So Godly Athletics came up. Yeah. And I kid you not, I created some beautiful like draw mock-ups, everything. Mm-hmm. And somebody broke into my car.
Oh no.
And stole all my drawings, and it was in my backpack. Yeah, I was hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
So are you gonna keep doing it, or like?
So what? The goal is now. I was gonna rebrand anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I struck out a lot.
Yeah.
And I think happens. That was, like, as an entrepreneur, it's very, very hard. No mentor, no blueprint. You just striking out. I spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So that's why I was going to get back to what you were saying. Like, there's some selfish guys in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, the soft girl, like, era and all that. Like, you got to find balance when you focus on those things and you demand those things.
Yeah.
Right? So that you don't be, you know, all about other people or all about yourself. Yeah. I don't know. You can't live in one era like that. I'm sorry. Right. It doesn't work like that. An era meant to come to an end. So that means when it comes to an end, you don't revisit it. Yeah. So what happened was I started investing in myself. I had never done it before, and it felt so good. Yeah. Think about that. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it as a man who always put other people's needs before them.
Or just a person.
Or a person who feel like serving is just so important that they don't even serve themselves. And then nobody else around you is pouring in your cup. Yeah. And you always feel like your cup is empty. Yeah. You have to start investing in yourself. Absolutely. So that's why, you know, Godly Athletics did what it did, and I'm going to rebrand it. And then, you know, I feel like it's okay to find selfish ways. Yeah. And then you can find to be selfless.
You got to be selfish in some things. Yeah. For sure.
I feel like it's balance.
Yes. So, this was so great. So, I'm going to ask you, I got some rapid questions. Okay. I have 5 for you. All right. So, you're just going to answer first thing that comes to your mind. Ooh, I hate this. It's only 5.
Hey, this is not scripted. This is all new. Let me see what you got.
Okay, so first question: what is your go-to meal?
Pancakes or tacos. Pancakes or tacos.
Okay, kickball or dodgeball?
Dodgeball. I'm a villain.
You know. Anyway,
ask them kids.
If you could go back in time and be the star in any 90s movie, what would it be?
It's hard. Any 90s movie?
Anyone.
I feel like Rush Hour is like right.
I love Rush Hour.
I think it's like 90, 94, 91, 97. Probably so. In between there. Because it wasn't in the movies when I was. So I don't know. So I definitely feel like Rush Hour.
Okay, perfect.
Definitely, for sure.
Would you rather do cardio or weightlifting?
Give me weightlifting.
Okay, and last one. On a first date, would you rather go to mini golf or the movies?
Dang. I'm going to the movies. Okay. I love TV and film. We can always, if we can share like little small conversations in between and not do too much. You know. Well, because first date?
Yeah, first date. Because the only thing about that is like mini golf, then you can actually like talk.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I went on a first date with a girl to the movies. I really thought that was a very bad idea. Yeah. And it turned out amazing because she loved movies as well, and she liked action movies. Yeah. So we watched John Wick 4. Yeah. And it was a connecting experience. I was like. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? John Wick 4, I didn't really like that much.
She didn't watch John Wick 4. That's crazy.
Sorry to you and your date.
Was that 5 or 4?
That was 5.
Oh, okay, turn up. I did pretty good. I feel like I did.
You did great. And so, for my last 2 questions.
Yes, ma'am.
I asked this to all of my guests. The first question is, what is your personal motto?
My personal motto, because I fluctuate between like 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say those are affirmations. Mm-hmm. But my personal motto is don't just be the best. Quoted by Robert Sanders, my principal from high school.
Okay, Robert Sanders.
Yeah.
All right now.
Pastor. Robert. Yeah, he's a pastor too. Shout out to him. You know, I should tag him in that segment.
Yes.
And what that means for me is show up in spaces, just not just doing. Mm-hmm. Like, try to give y'all, like today, right? Yeah. I was like, when I said that, when I was like, oh yeah, book me on this day, I wanted to make sure I had a haircut. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I came with some good energy. Yeah. I wanted to make sure my voice was taken care of. I'm not raspy and stuff like that.
Well, you came great.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come with good intentions, good vibes, regardless of what happened today.
Absolutely.
I was going to just come in and just be my best. And
if it's the best.
If we all do that.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay, and my last question. Mm-hmm. If you could teach a masterclass on anything, what would it be? And it can be anything.
Anything, right? Mm-hmm. Not acting and all of that.
It could be if that's, but it's anything.
The art of creating from music.
Ooh.
I love creating from music. Drives my creativity.
I just tweeted the other day. I said, as a writer, sometimes I hear a song and I think about a whole like scene or like an episode of something. I'll be like, in this part, this is when.
That's what, if you ever go watch Candyman, it's driven by music.
Mm-hmm.
If you go watch Sunday Dinner, it's driven by.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things. Queen and Slim was one of my favorite movies. Mm-hmm. It was driven by music. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. And you know what? I don't even know where this stuff is coming from because I'm a movie buff that can't remember like actors' names. I can't remember like what movies.
I know.
I'm giving you some gems. Okay.
I'm sorry, but Queen and Slim. Yeah, I know. I need to see it, but
don't tell nobody that.
Well, no, this was great.
No, this was fun. I appreciate you.
I'm so glad that you came. I was telling you earlier. Because I was like, well, I was going to have you on season 2, but I was like...
Dang, you feel me? I wasn't even good for season 1.
Not even. That didn't have nothing
Let me make sure I get somebody better first, and then... And then we'll see about season 2.
No. It's seriously because I didn't think that I could handle more episodes for this season.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is just starting. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, so I need to take some time to figure this out. But Jesus was like...
Keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was like, specifically, like I told you, he was like, you know what, you should end the season out with Tiggy. And I was like, you sure, Lord?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I done said it.
You know what, Mesha? I would say that's beautiful that you really like you said is you're doing like by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's you reach out for your help, but you still having to do this. If you don't do it, nobody else will.
Yeah. No.
That's go back to the motto. Don't just be the best, because you have to. In order for you to be the best, you got to keep striking out. You got to keep putting the repetition in. Eventually, it's gonna be second nature.
Yeah, I think it's becoming that. Yeah. I'm like, because I haven't done actual interviews in a minute, and so I was like, oh, like I got to do them today, and I was like, for like 2 seconds, I was like, do I even know how to do this still?
That's crazy.
And my best friend was like, please.
Is so crazy.
Yeah, my best friend was like, please, Mesha, like you do this in your sleep, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. So, but no, I love this.
Yes.
I absolutely appreciate you for coming.
Man, thank you
you'll have to come back after you win your Oscars and whatnot.
Yeah, now that part, that's the goal. Let me go win some awards and come back, and we can talk about specifically, the process or anything like that.
Let's just do a cheers.
Cheers. All right. Hey, till a good time.